Constitutional President, the excellent Sir Jorge Rodríguez Barrera, who is finishing his diplomatic mission as an ambassador of Cuba in Venezuela, pushing the relationship of cooperation and brotherhood, who elevates to the highest level deep bilateral relationships between both countries. Words of the excellent Sir Dagoberto Rodríguez, ambassador of the Republic of Cuba, accredited in Venezuela. Dear President Nicolas Maduro, dear Celia, to the Vice Minister, dear ambassadors, brothers, friends, Prime Minister Ivan Gil, Foreign Minister Ivan Gil. Firstly, I want to honestly thank all of you, Celia, and your government team for the invaluable support in our management in these 6 years and our mission in this Venezuela. We not only found in you, but in the people of Venezuela, that disposition of helping, which characterizes the relationship between countries that are friends and patriots who share dreams and fights. We find especially a lot of love, forged with a common history and a culture that distinguishes us. For us, it is a privilege and an extraordinary honor being able to accompany the experience of these people who, guided with intelligence and bravery of your government, has faced successfully all sorts of aggressions from the most powerful and nefarious empire that has been known by humanity, to the criminal and inhumane economical war and the plans and the attempt of military invasion and terrorist actions, the campaigns of discrediting through lies, all the way to the military threat that is today pending on Venezuela and all of the countries of the region. All of that arsenal of perversities from the empire has been faced by the Bolivarian Revolution in these years, to which we could also add the terrible pandemic of COVID-19. Despite all of that, we have been witness of the growth of the Venezuelan economy to levels that can be levels of envy in the region and in the world, of the betterment and the well-being of the people, and the levels of security and citizen tranquility that have been reached by the strengthening of the unity in the perfect fusion, popular, military, and political. It has been also stimulating to see how, even with all of the aggressiveness of the empire, our relationships continue being an example of solidarity and cooperation for all of the countries in the world. We thank you, President, and the Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, and Foreign Minister Ivan Gil, and your government team in general, the permanent concerned, and look for formulas that can benefit us both and allows us to maintain the conquest that we have acquired and to continue to move in the construction of the model of social justice that was elected by our people. I want to thank in this moment the thousands of Cuban doctors and collaborators that in different sectors and all of the Venezuelan geography, they are in missions and are the real protagonists of the brotherhood that is continuously strengthening between our people. I deeply thank the condecoration that has been given to me today, which means a very high honor and a commitment of loyalty with the Bolivarian and Chavez Venezuela. I receive it in the name of all of my co-workers from the embassy and all sisters and brothers in collaboration, which are the living example of the selflessness that was taught to us by our commander Fidel. Dear President, during his very brief stay in Venezuela, Jose Marti said, "Tell me, Venezuelan, what can I serve you? You have in me a son." In May of 2024, our president said, and I quote, "Venezuela can count on Cuba for anything." That is our commitment. In it is expressed the thought of the historical leader of the Cuban Revolution, the commander-in-chief Fidel Castro Ruz, when he defined commander, the eternal commander Hugo Rafael Chávez Fría, as the best friend of Cuba and the Bolivarian people, as an ally in the conquer of a better world, which is possible. We affirm here the support, the unwavering support and total solidarity of the government and Cuban people to you and to the Bolivarian Revolution in the face of the threats and the aggressions of the empire. We condemn the deployment of military forces in the Caribbean with the false argument of combating drug trafficking. We reject likewise the accusation without proof launched against you by the most drug trafficker state in this world, and we have the absolute trust in the capacity of resistance of the people and the government of Venezuela and in the strength of its civil military union to defeat the threats. Comrade President, I finish ratificating that despite the difficulties and the challenges that Cuba is currently facing, you and the people of Venezuela will today and always be able to count on Cubans, as we have expressed with their signing millions of citizens of our country. Thank you very much, President, for all and for so much.
We were listening to the statements of the ambassador.